episode of The Dex, where each week we cover the trivia and battle strategy for a different Pokemon. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Shady Guy Alex, yo. You don't know me.
Yeah, I do. You're my co-host, stupid.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, but whatever. This week we're doing the Hoodlum Pokemon. It's Scrafty. Scrafty is a hilarious creature from Gen 5 who can best be described as a kind of yellow-orange hood rat lizard thingy.
Okay, well I don't know if that's the best way to describe him, but I can't really say it's wrong either. True, him and Scrafty are the only dark fighting types in the game, but come on! He sheds his skin and wears it like a hoodie.
And he's a total tough guy too. He's got a super high special defense stat that's attributed to that tough layer of extra skin. And his Pokedex entries say that he can spit acid out of his mouth and kick his way through concrete, Chuck Norris style. Roundhouse time!
Ugh, what is with you and like totally out of date internet memes?
Is this real life? Leave Britney alone! Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
No. Anyway, speaking of culture from a long time ago, it's time for a new and ridiculous segment that I like to call Culture Shock. So hey Alex, Scrafty is a Pokemon designed to kind of look like a modern hoodlum, right?
Sure! On top of the hoodie and the big baggy pants, Scrafty are also known to travel around in gangs and beat up other Pokemon and kidnap them too. It's like weird naturally occurring street crime.
I mean, yeah, he seems like the classic stereotypical gangbanger, right? Well, except for that one very large exception that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb when you think about it.
Oh yeah! Why would a gangster have a bright red mohawk? Isn't that more of like a punk rock thing? I'm down with the Hepcats.
Well, actually, yeah. The Mohawk, at least in modern times, is much more commonly associated with the punk movement of the 1970s and 80s, which was, and I'm oversimplifying here, an anti-establishment response to the overly excessive popular rock music at the time.
And actually, now that I think about it, saggy pants are kind of a hallmark of the 90s hip-hop scene. But why is Scrafty so brightly colored then? Punks and hip-hop artists both just wear a lot of black and white.
Well, that's because we're not done yet. The bright colors and the bagginess could refer to the American zoot suits of the 1940s or the English teddy boy movement of the 50s and 60s, two other groups of rebellious young people.
Whoa! So he's not just a gangster, he's like a mix of all these youthful urban countercultures from all over the world. That's so cool! What a well-designed Pokemon.
Told ya.
Dang, that was some seriously in-depth analysis.
Yeah, anything for Pokemon.
It must have taken a lot of research.
Yeah, but it was worth it. Pokemon rules!
Hey,
yeah!
you want to do some battle strategy?
Sure! I love Pokemon!
Are you even listening to me?
Maybe like 20 to 25% of the time.
Scrafty's a fun little UU sweeper, although he's not that fast and he doesn't really have that much of an attack stat on his own.
What he does have going for him, however, is Dragon Dance, which boosts both his attack and his speed. Get a Jolly One and EV train him in those stats too, give him a Life Orb for an even bigger boost, and after one dance, Scrafty packs a pretty hefty punch.
That's right. Just round out his moveset with High Jump Kick and Crunch for stab, and Ice Punch do with threats like Zapdos and Crobat, and he's a cinch to use.
Yeah, and since his ability Shed Skin has a 30% chance of healing him from any status effect every turn, it's unlikely that those boosted stats are ever going to be knocked back down to their underwhelming original levels.
Yeah, he's a pretty dope little hood rat lizard. Of course, that's not the only way to train a Scrafty, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
His other ability, Moxie, boosts his attack by one stage each time he knocks out a Pokemon. This is another great choice and will make him even more powerful. Pam!
If you find that you're having trouble staying healthy in battle, try Drain Punch instead of High Jump Kick. It's a little weaker, but it heals you every time you attack. Pam!
Substitute is another great option if you need a little more time to set up that Dragon Dance. Pam!
If you're using Moxie instead of Shed Skin, Taunt is a good way to protect yourself from status effects, as well as from getting phased out by Roar. What are we saying, Pam?
Yeah, Pam. Pam, yeah.
And that's it! Scrafty, the global youth counterculture Pokemon, or something like that.
Yep, if you enjoyed this today, be sure and subscribe or leave a comment below.
And if you are always wondering where Kelz gets these cool necklaces, she makes them. You can buy a lot of the ones that she wears on the show, or even order custom-made ones over at her shop on etsy.com/shop/Pokemon Charms. I'm Shady Guy Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for another glorious episode of The Dex.
And action.
Yeah! He's a pretty dope little...